Hey again, this is Justin with KNS Games, and today I'm bringing you my how to play guide for Shyvana. First up, I want to talk about her abilities. Her passive, Fury the Dragonborn, just gives you passives on all four of your regular abilities, and I'll talk about each of those in turn. Her Q is Twin Bite, makes your next auto attack a double hit with some bonus damage. The passive on this is while it's on cooldown, every auto attack will reduce the cooldown. Her W is called Burnout. It's an AoE flame around you that scales on attack damage, and while it's up, if you're auto attacking something, the passive is that the duration will increase. Shyvana's E is called Flame Breath. It's a little fireball she throws out that shreds target's armor, and the passive on it is when you auto attack them, they take a portion of the ability's base damage. Now, Shyvana's ultimate gives her passive armor and MR. It causes you to start to generate something called Fury, which when you have 100 of, you can activate this ability to jump a certain distance, turn into a dragon, double this passive bonus, and change all of your other abilities. So while a dragon, your Q becomes a cleave, your W will leave a flame trail similar to Singed's poison trail, which does a lot of damage, and your E becomes a cone AoE in front of you. Now, I for one like to play Shyvana really aggressively. She has a really fast clear time, and her ganks are very powerful. So at level 1, I'll usually choose to invade, run in, try to steal an enemy buff, and time it. It's really, really important that you time buffs when you take them. Now, since you've been timing enemy buffs, you should be ready, have your team ready to come with you and invade and take them again right when they come up. If you do this perfectly, there are times when the enemy won't even realize their own buff has come up and you just steal it and run away. If not, your team's there with you, ready to support you, hopefully. And now if you get in a fight, you have superior numbers, and you should easily be able to take it and pick up a few kills as well. Now, Shyvana has no mana, so she can choose to donate even her very first blue buff if you'd like to do that to help your mid win their lane. If not, and you want to level a little bit faster, definitely give them the second one. Make sure you time it, make sure you're there right on time, give it to them so you don't get counter doubled. You can have a really big impact on your mid lane by just giving them the blue buff. Now as a jungler, sometimes you'll have to hold a lane for one of your solos or maybe even your duo. It's usually best to not push it. If you can push it straight to the tower and deny the enemy golden experience, that's good to do. But if their lane is pushing, you should try to last hit only and let the lane freeze. Because as the lane is pushing towards your tower, your lane is safer and the enemy is much more gankable. Also, if your lane just died, they're probably a little bit behind. You don't want to eat all their experience and put them further behind and make it that much harder for them to win. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about builds, but I will say that the passive on Shyvana's ultimate gives her armor and MR works really, really well with HP. If you can get an early Heart of Gold, that's awesome. If not, Phage into Frozen Mallet is amazing, and because her W scales on attack damage, you should really consider getting an Atmos. Now always make sure you're orb walking when you place your target down. And orb walking is hitting and then moving. You do this all the time, especially with Shyvana, because her W gives you a move speed bonus, and its duration is increased by auto attacks. You should be able to stick to any target for the entire duration of a fight. Another benefit to orb walking is when a target jukes into a bush, you are already moving because you clicked on the ground, so you don't lose any time chasing them. Now, if you don't have a support who's buying pink wards for Dragon, that's okay, because you can do it yourself. Shyvana farms really hard, and you easily have the extra gold to do it, so you'll gain Dragon Control and maybe even just sneak a free Dragon. So never underestimate Shyvana's W in Dragon Control, because it does a lot of damage to anyone standing on it. You can pick up kills just from someone who's not paying attention or someone who's chasing you. Okay, lastly, I just want to talk about runes and masteries that I run on Shyvana. This might seem a little weird, but bear with me, and feel free to make any changes if it doesn't fit your playstyle. First I run 7 armor penetration marks to get the flat 12. Then I run 2 attack speeds. Then my yellows, as always, flat armor. My blues, MR per level. Then I run 2 move speed quints and 1 attack speed quint. Now if you wanted to run 3 move speed quints, that's good. I like the 2, it's enough for me with her W, and her ganks are really, really powerful with just that. And about the attack speed, you don't need that much in the way of armor pen for her first couple clears because her W does a lot of magic damage. So, attack speed procs passives on all of your abilities and helps you in a whole bunch of ways, and it's really nice to have. If you prefer to run flat attack damage on reds or quints, those are also really powerful because her W scales on attack damage and her Q gives you an auto attack reset. Now, for masteries on Shyvana, I like to run 921-0. Because all you really need offensively is the armor pen, because late game you do a lot of damage with your auto attacks and your Q. So the masteries I run are Improved Exhaust, 3 points in the attack damage, and then down to the armor penetration. Then I'll take Flat Armor, Smite Mastery, Bladed Armor, the 2 HP masteries, the incoming damage reduction called Indomitable, Cooldown reduction, and on Shyvana I like to take Initiator, the move speed bonus when you're above 70% health, and then just the 21 point mastery. Now if you really want to run 21 points in offense, you should make sure you take the Armor Pen and the Magic Pen, and then from there on you can take the flat attack damage, you can take armor penetration, you can take the lifesteal mastery, which I wouldn't recommend, make sure you get the 21 point mastery. You can even go heavy into it and take about 23 points and then just take down to the HP mastery and defensive tree. Once again everyone, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and leave in the comments below anyone else you'd like me to do a guide on.
Hey guys, if you want to see the how-to videos, we have the Alistar, Janna, and Lee Sin ones up. If you want to see the Trundle one, click the portrait. If the annotation's not there, you're going to have to wait. But you guys should also check out these 3 other channels I found. If you click their name or the video, it'll link you to their channel. I thought they were pretty cool, so I wanted to put them up at the end of the video. And you guys should click it and check them out. I'll see you guys next time.